Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out on Friday, September 18th, and it includes Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy from the Nintendo 64, the Nintendo GameCube, and the Nintendo Wii, respectively. What are your overall impressions of the collection, guys? Let's just get right into it. Do we want to go? Let's go alphabetical. Camilo, what's your overall impression?
It's kind of bare bones.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's very.
Yeah, I also agree.
I mean, the main menu is kind of cool. Like, it has like the paragraph of like each of the games, and it has like the year and like a cool font. And you do get the 3 soundtracks for each of the games.
Do you like the Gaussian blur of the title screen?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I got hired to do that title screen.
Yep. Also, the song that plays, isn't it just like a song from Galaxy?
No, it randomly picks a song from any of the soundtracks.
No, the first thing that the
that's the sound when you get a star in Galaxy.
Yeah. So like they just took the sound from Galaxy and made it the like title intro.
Yeah.
That was very confusing to me. I'm like, it's these 3 games, but it like is the Galaxy song. Why? Why Nintendo? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's my basic impression is it seemed like they did the absolute minimum required to be able to sell this. I don't know if they could have honestly done less besides maybe not including the soundtracks. Like if they did,
I mean,
less,
they could have just ported the games.
No, because Sunshine wouldn't have played. They had to do something to Sunshine because they don't have analog
They
triggers.
should have left it off.
Yikes. So I guess speaking of that, do you guys want to talk about the games individually?
Yeah, we can do
What
that.
we
No
liked and
worries.
disliked about that? All right, let's start with Mario 64, and we'll just do Camilo again. I'll throw it over to you. What do you
Okay.
think of 64? And what they did to it?
So I actually beat it already, and I got 70 stars. I think it was like my second time ever beating that game because I think the first time I like beat it was like a few years ago. The camera's still bad.
Yep.
I was fighting it a lot, especially on the rainbow carpet ride level.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It
almost
it's
cursed on
not-
stream.
I don't think it's as bad with the joystick. Like if we had to do buttons,
The button presses.
it would have been so much worse. I mean, it's still bad. I'm not justifying them not making a free camera at all because I don't like. How hard could that be? That can't be that bad, right? I don't know.
Plus, didn't it used to be inverted and then they made it not inverted? This is a problem with Sunshine as well. Where when you push the camera to the left, the camera goes to the left, where it used to be when you push to the left, the camera would go to the right.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't
now
know
it's
that at all.
now it's not inverted, right?
Yes, correct.
And it was inverted before. Yeah, they changed it
I was super confused on how to look up.
because they
I
changed.
just
I was confused too because they changed it.
You had to like hold 2 buttons. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's weird. Because I was playing, while you were streaming that, John, I was playing the 64 DS version.
Yeah.
And I was pressing X and looking up. So then I just kept typing in your chat, X, 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 X.
Yeah,
And
like,
you're just like, dude, no, that's making me kick. Like, it's not that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think the biggest flaw with 64 is the camera. The camera is
The platform
That's
is
like-
also kind of annoying because I was doing one level and like I feel like I stepped on a tiny platform and I just like slid off without like moving the stick.
I mean, I don't know if they could have fixed that.
it just feels
know.
really dated.
Yeah, it's
every
definitely
time
dated.
I've
Doesn't hold
tried it, like since then, whether it be on the Wii U Virtual Console or wherever, it just feels like an old 3D game that has been all of the things that are wrong with it have been fixed in subsequent 3D platforming games and are so much better.
Mhm.
So every time I go back to 64, I'm like, dude, I'm playing a broken game that was like groundbreaking, but it's broken. Like the game is broken.
I mean,
so
it does have like a few things going for it. Like Sunshine is very like much of the same theme. Like all the levels are like tropical theme, whereas like 64 does have like very like unique locales. It has like the volcano and snow, and I feel like it's better in that regard.
I think the
Sunshine has Corona Island or Corona Volcano.
I think the like the meat of Super Mario 64 is good. Like the ideas are there. Like there are really cool locations, and it's really fun finding them. Like there's so many secrets in the castle that you just like want to keep exploring. But you know, if they would have truly remastered this or remade this game, it would have probably been phenomenal. Like you put in the Odyssey engine, give a free camera. That's all you really have to do.
The thing is I can hear all the purists in the back of my mind right now just being like, well, that would completely break it. Like you can't have like the smooth controls of Odyssey and Mario 64. It would just be too easy, and the platforming, it's like the environments are built around Mario's physics, blah 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 blah. I'm like, cool, man. Well, your game still sucks. Like I don't like that. Big deal that would break Mario 64, because you know what? It was a cool game back in 1996, but in 2020, it's a crappy video game. So if they would have updated it and made it actually fun to play for a new modern audience, because that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about, is who the hell is this collection for?
It's for us. It's for nostalgia junkies.
I guess it is for nostalgia junkies, but
I mean, I think it's also for like the younger kids who like maybe didn't play.
Yeah, but
it would be so hard for them to play. It's hard for me to play. Like it's not an easy game to play.
If a younger kid picked up Mario 64, who is used to the way that modern 3D games play, they're gonna be like, "This is a bad game," and I would agree with them. I just think that they would be like, "Why is the camera so jacked? Why won't Mario go where I want him to go? Why can't I see anything?" Like, why, when the camera zooms out, does Mario turn in from a fully polyed guy to a weird polyed guy with a pointy nose? Like, why didn't they fix that? In like, they don't need to have those two character models for. I get that it's emulation, so it's like running the original game. But, like, why not optimize the game to run on the Switch actually, instead of just saying you ran it to optimize on the Switch? You created emulators to run on the Switch.
Yeah.
So, like, these games are running, I guess, true to form. Like, I am not going to go through and, like, sit down with, like, a retro tank plugged into an N64 and side by side try to figure out, like, whether or not like they're really true to form emulation, because it's just like, that's not something I'm interested in.
What they could have done, like, you know, keep it. They could have had a port of the original Super Mario 64, and they could have had like a remade version, and you could switch in between them. Like
I feel like if it was a remake, they would have wanted to sell that separate.
Which I would have bought. I think I would have.
Yeah.
I would be more pleased with that than the 64 port that we got.
Yeah.
Like I don't have fun playing it. I just want to get a star, and I get so frustrated. I'm like, all right, I'll do like 1 star in like an hour.
Yep. So I'll just give my quick notes on Mario 64, because I wrote them all down and I want to read them. So I think it looks clean. Like, if you were to look at Mario 64, like the old version, it's jaggy. It's like
the text is fuzzy.
Yeah, the text is fuzzy. All the text that they did in these games, they look great. Very good. Good job on the text, guys.
HD text, let's go.
HD text. Then I mentioned this already. I don't understand why they have the 2 character models for Mario on a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
it was to reduce the like. I
mean, they're reducing his polygon count.
Yeah, they reduce his polygon count so you could like keep the frame rate up.
Yeah,
but, like, you're running it on a system that can run The Witcher. So why do we have a low polygon count Mario? Like, the reasons behind emulating and not properly porting is beyond me. They just didn't want to spend the money or the time.
Yeah.
This is a different version of the game than we have, so there is a move missing, which I'll let you guys explain because I'm not a king speedrunner. But what they did do is they removed the audio of "So long, King Bowser," which is my favorite thing, and it is a meme, and it doesn't sound like that at all. I'm just reading it as it is intended to be heard, and that is not what it sounds like. And I'm very sad that it's not in the game because I think it's super funny when Mario says that. And lastly, I wanted to say this game feels very dated. I'm sorry for all the 64 diehards. This game is for you. It's not for me. All these people who played 64 back in the day, I'm glad that you have this on your Switch. Good for you, but it's dated. It does not hold up to the test of time. I don't like it, and I've played this game the least.
Yeah.
Boom.
I agree with every single one of your points, Phil.
I will say, like, knowing that, like, it's hard to control, it was fun. Like, I feel like I was, like, fighting the camera in certain places. So, like, it was fun, like, succeeding and, like, doing, like, the cool moves.
Camera's the true boss? Is that what you're talking about?
Fighting the camera boss.
Yeah, so, like, when I actually beat it, it felt like I felt accomplished because, like, I was able to get through it.
I want to know, like, I wish one of us never played Super Mario 64 before. I want to know, like, an outsider's perspective, like, if they played the Switch port but not the N64 version or any other versions before it.
Yeah,
Because...
I mean, I'm probably the closest to being able to do that because I never really played it on the 64. I bought it on the Wii U and played it for a little bit. And then I had the DS version, which I think is better. And a lot of purists and hardcore 64 fans are going to be like, what is wrong with you? You're insane.
Well, because it's like harder to control because it's a D-pad. And even if you play with a 3DS, it's still mapped to 4 directions.
Right. But I still enjoy, I think it's fun to have like Yoshi and Luigi and freaking Wario as the hero. Like, that makes no sense. And it's just I think that even though the resolution's way lower, I think the character models and everything in the game look
like
better.
The assets and the graphics are better, but yeah, the resolution's lower.
So I'm like, why am I looking at weird, like, Mario's legs are like weird balls? Like, I don't understand. He looks so ugly.
He does have a shelf too.
Yeah, he does. Dude. He's got a shelf, baby. I want to rest some hot milk on it.
Oh god.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my thoughts on 64.
My one last point about 64 is why isn't it 16:9? Like,
yeah, emulators I think can run it in 16:9.
Yep.
I don't want
that's
bars.
Yep. I want to real quick jump in, and this applies to all 3 games. My brother made this really good point. He goes, people who homebrew, who are amateurs, can make these games run better and look better for free. And yet Nintendo has professional game designers on payroll creating a service for money. And they can't make a product look and feel as good as what these amateur homebrew people do. And, like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, that shouldn't be the way that the gaming is. But you know what? My response to him was just capitalism, bro.
I would have liked all of the games to be 60 frames per second too, because I feel like well, I guess we'll get to it when we get to Galaxy, because Galaxy was originally 60 frames per second, but the other 2 are not. They weren't in the original, and I feel like that could have made them a little better.
All right. Well, let's jump on down to Sunshine. Camilo, you want to go? I have a lot to say about Sunshine, so if you want to go first.
So I haven't played that much of the Sunshine and 3D All-Stars, but the main thing I took away from it is the camera controls are inverted, and that was kind of like throwing me off. The water buttons I got used to because like there's no analog triggers, so like one button is for standing still and then the other button's for like walking and spraying. I think that was fine the way they did that.
Yeah.
I haven't encountered it that much, but I have seen on Twitter like people have been like sharing their clips of like all the glitches in the game where they
I fell through
hit a wall and they fall through the floor.
Yeah, I fell through the floor.
You did?
I did.
I thought you were beating Petey Piranha wrong. Where did you fall through the floor?
In the first area where it was the second Petey Piranha fight.
Yeah, but did you use the pigs to shoot him off the thing and then fight him or did you try to go over there where he was?
No. I shot him off of his little perch and then went down to the, little town area.
Little village, and you fought him there?
Yeah, and so there was...
And you fell through there?
He has a shadow. It's like a light blue shadow when he's flying. Yeah. And I don't know what happened. Like, I must have hit him or got hit, and I just fell right through, like, the blue shadow.
Weird.
And I'm like, this shouldn't be happening in 2020.
No. I thought that you like somehow got out to that little pillar and then fell down.
No.
And I'm like, bro, you're doing that wrong.
No. I went into the other dimension.
Yeah.
The widescreen looks good. I think that looks nice.
Yeah, it's great.
I wish it was 60 FPS, but I already said that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I like it, so. I think it could have been given more love, but I think it's good.
Okay. John, you want to go?
This is the worst one in the collection.
Okay, can't wait to go next. Go, but keep going.
So the controls are just confusing. Like, I can't wrap my head around stopping and the inverted camera. It's just super confusing. There's 2 sticks on the controller. Use the dual sticks for aiming. Like any normal other, shooting game. So that's confusing. The physics are just off. Like, I think somebody was in my stream when I was in the jar trying to get the red coins in the jar.
You were doing it wrong.
I was not doing it wrong. It was not letting me go.
Dude, like, you were just doing it wrong.
I was like getting to the corner of the bottle and it would just like shoot me up in the air for some reason.
There's a jet there.
Yeah.
That's part of the game.
It doesn't show it.
There's a big up arrow on a sign.
I don't know. That part was not fun. It's just, the platforming is just frustrating because you don't have the analog triggers anymore. So you're at full blast constantly. There's no, little squirts or like anything to control your momentum. And it's just, I don't know, it just controls horribly. I think it looks nice. Like, it's probably the best looking one in the collection, maybe. But I think everybody has rose colored glasses on for this game, and it was never good.
Okay, that's my cue. I think Super Mario Sunshine is the best game on the collection, and that's because I have rose-colored glasses on. And that's definitely true, and I will admit to it. Super Mario Sunshine was one of my favorite games on the GameCube. I thought it was fantastic. I always got annoyed when I heard the 64 diehards be like, why has it got like a water jetpack on? That's so stupid. And I'm like, bro, it's because it's a different game. Like Super Mario, like I was listening to a podcast or something else that was like Super Mario like reinvents the wheel like all the time. Like that's like something that they do. Like, if you talk about Mario 1 and then Mario 2 US, those games are 2 totally different games, and they're great in their own right. So if you think about Mario 64 and then Mario Sunshine, which is its direct sequel in the US, I think it's great. I am annoyed that the controls were inverted, and they made them not inverted, which is more standard with modern games now. However, I'm used to playing with inverted controls because I played it on the GameCube. The analog water thing is annoying, but I did get used to it. Like you guys were saying, it just takes a minute. But I think that I just spent 20 full minutes being like, I'm going to figure out these controls and I'm going to get good again. So I just spent a bunch of time just jumping around, I think in Bianco Hills or whatever, like jumping around, sliding, jumping around. And eventually I was like, okay, I get what they did. I get what they broke, and I can play with this. So I have played Sunshine the most, actually. Got a ton of Shine Sprites. It's been an absolute joy to sit down, plug my Switch into my giant TV, and then sit back and just play it in 16:9. When I revisit Sunshine in the past, I've had to pull out my GameCube, pull out my converters, put it into an HD TV. It doesn't look very good. And like now they've given it to me in HD glory, and I just absolutely love it.
Well, I'm glad. It. So the one thing about this collection, I'm glad that we have access to these games on a modern console.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Sunshine hadn't been released since like the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is good for the, preservation and access.
It's a little bit silly that they have GameCube controllers for the Switch.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention that.
You cannot use a GameCube controller.
Well, you can use
Well, you
it.
can, but like they won't work like
it doesn't have the same functionality.
Yeah.
But like, you have the adapter. There's an official Nintendo adapter.
It's official.
It's
official.
Like, I don't.
And you can't just why not just toggle the controls? Just toggle them. It's an emulated game.
Controls? You can't. So they don't even let you change the controls. Well, I guess you could do it through the menu, like through the home menu. But like,
oh, that's true. You could do it.
You can't do it in the game. Why would you not have multiple control schemes? Like most games have that now.
Yep.
They were. This is a lazy collection. It's just lazy.
It is lazy. And another point that a lot of critics have been making is, look at Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. They redid everything.
Mm-hmm.
All the assets, everything, to bring it up to what modern is.
And they maintained all of the tight
Mario World
too.
Yeah, they had the Mario World physics.
Yeah. So it's like it was in line with what modern Mario was at the time. So it's cool. And there are times where when we were all streaming it and I was playing Mario 3 and I go, oh, like these physics aren't the same. Like, but that's fine, because if I want to play Mario 3 with Mario 3 physics, they have it on the NES collection. I can play it there. I own it on an NES. I've bought it 6 different times on the Virtual Console. I can play Super Mario 3 if I want to. Like, they didn't need to do this for the 3D All-Star Collection because they've already done it with 64. It's available on the Wii U. It's available on the Wii. It's available on your DS as a different game entirely. Like, it's just they should have made an actual attempt to make an All-Star Collection and not just port the games.
I think they should have. I think they should have had like both versions on the cart. Have
why not? Those games are like a gigabyte.
I know. Have an updated version and then have the original version. Like I don't know. So the Master Chief Collection, right?
Yeah, you can turn it on with a freaking button.
Yeah, there's a button.
In game.
You toggle it with a button.
That's insane to me that they literally have all the assets loaded at the same time. So you can just go bloop, 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 bloop.
Like, that would be so cool. Like, Microsoft gets crapped on a lot, but man, that collection's phenomenal.
That collection's awesome. Also, everything they do with forwards and backwards compatibility is amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, off topic.
Yeah, you want to move on to Galaxy and wrap this sucker up? Camilo, how you feeling about Galaxy?
I think it's my favorite of the collection because when I started playing it, it was like it looks really clean. I like because like that game, I've seen it like before emulated, and it like they didn't have to do much to it to like just up the resolution. It looks really good. I like how the pointer. I was afraid of like how the pointer was gonna work, like you're using a Pro Controller, but like it's just the gyro and the Pro Controller, so that works really.
Which is one of the coolest things is gyro and Pro Controller. It's great in Breath of the Wild, and it's great in Galaxy.
I thought it was really easy, like, because they put the spin on the Y button, or you can shake the remote. I thought that was, like, really fast. Like, it was very... Like, I feel like hitting the Y button was more precise than, like, shaking my remote. Yeah. So I like that a lot.
It always is. That's why the Donkey Kong game on 3DS is way better than the Wii game, because to roll Donkey Kong, you gotta literally shake your Wii remote or press the, like, what is it, the X button? Press the X button, and it's an instant roll. Yeah. It's like you get instant feedback. It's like,
has anybody played Galaxy in handheld?
Yeah, actually,
I have. I did both. So
How was that?
It was pretty nice. What? Really?
Yeah. Well, it's bad only because I have a note.
Is it the touchscreen with the star bits?
Sucks in handheld.
You have to use a touchscreen?
Yes. Yeah. It's a hobbled experience because you have to use the touchscreen to get the star bits.
Ooh. R.I.P. Switch Lite owners.
Yeah. So I would recommend, if you're playing that in handheld, play Sunshine or 64, and then when you're home, then play Galaxy on your TV.
That sucks.
Galaxy doesn't,
I thought it looked...
It's not the full experience.
Because I started when I started Galaxy, I started in handheld, and I was like, wow, this looks good, even like on the Switch screen, like on handheld.
Yeah, I think they all look good. That's like, for the most part, like, Sunshine and Galaxy look good. Like, they look HD. They had a very specific art style, which aged well, in my opinion. 64 is just colorful. Like, I mean, it's just, I have this opinion that era of games, 64 and PS1, like, they just don't age, man. Yeah. It was the
blocks.
It was the dawn of 3D, and like, we didn't get it yet. Our developers didn't get it yet. It's not like I'm making games over here. John, do you want to talk about Galaxy, or did I cut you off, Camilo?
No, it's my favorite, and I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Cam. I think this is my favorite of the collection as well. And I'm not a huge motion control guy. Like, I didn't really play these games on the Wii because I didn't like the waggle. But I'm glad that they put it to a button for the for the spin. The gyro's a little jarring at first, but there's also the option you can play with the People have been playing with the Joy-Con, and they like it. Yeah, that's essentially.
Yeah, it's a Wii remote.
The Wii version.
Yeah. Can you play with the Joy-Cons and still spin with the button?
I don't know.
I haven't tried that.
Probably. I mean, what else would that button be for?
I mean, maybe they just turn it off.
That would be.
I think you could. I think
it would be a Nintendo thing to do. You're right, John.
But no, I forgot how good this game actually is. Like, it's.
The music's amazing. I love the music.
The music's amazing. The areas are very creative, and there's just a lot, and it makes me want Galaxy 2.
It starts to really feel like modern Mario in Galaxy, because the cutscene is like very like Pixar, Disney-esque. Like,
yeah, it's cinematic.
It's very
There's a lot
cinematic.
of text in it. There's a lot more text than I remember. Like,
not that much.
It's more than your typical.
Have you ever
Mario
started a JRPG?
No, I'm just saying it's more than your typical Mario game, like Mario 64. It's like, go find stars.
Well, I would say there's an equal amount of text in
Sunshine. Yeah,
and Sunshine probably has more, and they have like
Sunshine has voice acting.
Because there's that whole prison sequence too.
Yeah.
That whole prison scene with Mario.
Like
it got really dark.
Sunshine is such a weird, like, story.
Yeah.
Because Bowser Jr. is calling Peach Mama.
Spoilers.
What? Come on, it's a 20-year-old game.
I know that game is old enough to vote.
Yeah. But he's calling Peach Mama, and like Peach is like, maybe I am your mom. I don't know.
I don't know how babies work.
Like,
I mean, actually, maybe. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. She has been captured a lot. That's all I'm saying. So I wanted to say that Galaxy was great with a Pro controller. It felt really good. I enjoyed it. I love getting away from waggle. Like I hate waggle. I'm OG, man. Original gamer. We didn't waggle.
You don't waggle.
In 1989.
I grew up
for
with
the duck hunt.
Dude, that wasn't waggle. That was straight murder, man. I just aimed a gun at my TV and was just shooting birds out of the sky. And then I said this earlier, it sucks in handheld because it's not the full experience, or it is the full experience, but it's very hard to pull off. I could maybe play it and then have my wife sit behind me and just like maybe rub her finger on the screen to grab the star bits. Like that would maybe work out.
Oh my god!
Some optimal 2-player, like just
they should have made like one of the buttons like do a black hole effect where it sucks in the star bits.
Yeah, it's just like a little magnet thingy. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention that it looks great. It looked great then, but it was at a low 480p resolution, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was at the Wii resolution. It wasn't 16:9,
yeah,
so it's not 480p.
It was.
Was it? Because it would be a different number.
Well, no, 480 is the vertical.
Oh, 480 is vertical. You're right. Okay, so it was in 480p. It was jaggy, but it wasn't 16:9. I've played them both on my Wii U, 1 and 2, and I really liked them. And I like it being able to play just in gorgeous HD with a Pro controller. I think it's a better experience.
Yeah.
And I like it. I just think that they sort of,
phoned it in.
They could have, they could have had a home run on their hands. No, actually, I'll say this: they could have had a grand slam on their hands, and they only hit a home run. Like, it's fun. It's good fun.
I thought you meant the whole collection could have been Grand Slam because there could have been 4 games, but there's only
That's true.
3
That's
games.
True. They could have scored 4 times, but they didn't because they only put 3 games on it. So it was only a triple. I don't know. Yeah, I think they missed the mark by not putting Galaxy 2 on.
It's not like they did that much to these other ones to not put it on there.
I know, dude. I mean, the only thing is we've said this, I think, in a previous podcast, or maybe we just were chatting about it. But like maybe they just have different plans for Galaxy 2, whether it be its own game, standalone game, a remaster, DLC. Like maybe they have plans for Galaxy 2, or maybe it's just like Galaxy 2 was always an afterthought for them, and they're like, no, these are the 3. Like, this is the 64 one, this is the GameCube one, and this is the Wii one.
Well, maybe
here's your collection of like our Mario games, and then the weird sequel isn't on here.
Maybe like they just wanted this collection to be that collection, and then like when they get rid of the collection, they're gonna like sell them all separately, and then like Galaxy 2 will also be separate.
I keep forgetting that it's limited time.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got the physical version.
Did you open it?
No.
I did. I'm playing the physical version.
Me too.
So I bought it twice, so I'm part of the problem.
Why are you part of the problem?
I like Mario, but I don't like it that much to buy it twice.
I mean, I might sell it down the line. I just thought it was going to be rare and like a cool thing to have.
I would have bought it twice, but like, PS5, Xbox Series X, COVID, like,
COVID.
I can't just be like making rash decisions like I normally would be doing in a time like this. The world's currently literally on fire where I live, so
yeah, I might be selling it down the line. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. So final thoughts. I know a lot of people will say it's overpriced, but it is, I think, for the people who are nostalgic for it and can, I think $60 is fine. $20 a game. Mario 64 is overpriced, but whatever. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. That's my final thought. You guys have final thoughts?
I mean, I've been enjoying playing the games again. I just think that it's a kind of lazy port.
Yeah,
I think so too. Lazy. But the games are still, they're classic games, so I do find enjoyment out of them. There's definitely things I don't like, but I'm glad to have them.
Same. All right, thanks, Nintendo, but guess what? You're on notice. Try better next time.
I'm not going to buy your next one, Nintendo.
Yes, we are. But try harder next time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the other stories this week, and let us know what you thought of today's story in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.